Welcome back. You know, for many, the ability to just get up and go is hampered by an injury or some other disability.
Yeah, and insurance doesn't always cover the proper chair, but there is one organization in West Michigan called Alternatives in Motion that enhances independence through access to mobility equipment free of charge.
Alternatives in Motion has been serving the West Michigan community for 25 years. And what we do, Leanne, is we enhance independence for persons with disabilities through access to mobility equipment. So we are given gently used mobility equipment from the West Michigan community, and then we inventory it, repair it, put it into our stock, and then work with the medical community and partners in placing it with a person with a disability in need. We've experienced a change in the insurance industry, and we've come to find out that persons with disabilities only receive one piece of mobility equipment, durable medical equipment, every 5 years. So instead of paying for the equipment outright, we have it available for them here. A lot of times also, people can't reach their deductible for their insurance. We have power chairs that are worth thousands of dollars, and we want them to go to people in need. So if they can save their money and spend it on other things they need for their health and use a gently used chair, we definitely want them to have it. Other times we run into people that maybe they're adopting someone and it hasn't been formalized yet, so we're giving them equipment because they're paying for everything out of pocket. We serve a lot of homeless, especially in downtown Grand Rapids, in addition to the refugees that are coming here from out of the country. In the past 2 years since I've been with Alternatives in Motion, we have seen a 203% increase in the demand for mobility equipment, and we've met it. So we're super excited to have served over 400 persons with disabilities last year. So it was a record for our organization, and moving forward in the next 25 years for Alternatives in Motion, look forward to keeping up with the demand, but there is a need, and we're really glad to be able to help people. We also will loan people equipment if that's the need. For the most part, we place equipment permanently because we want people to have freedom and independence every day. So there's no strings attached to it. We just have a brief application form that we use for grant writing purposes. But otherwise, if we have the equipment, we want people to have it.
This is our power chair inventory here. There's probably close to 40 to 50 chairs in here that we've gotten donated over the years. Some of them sit a little longer than others depending upon what they need. Like we'll try to put signs on them that what needs to be repaired. So if I have a volunteer that is able to fix some of the chairs, they can quickly see what it needs and not have to try to figure it out on their own. We try to help anybody and everybody we can. We gladly take any donations that they give. If they can't afford it, then we still get out there and we worry about the money on the back end. Right now, probably our biggest need would be some of the pediatric stuff. We get calls for that occasionally. We've helped a lot of refugees and people that have adopted.
So I actually have been in the mobility industry for a number of years and was involved with Alternatives in Motion early on in the 90s, and came back to the industry a couple of years ago and wanted to get re-involved, and met with Colleen and saw what they were doing and was just thrilled with how it was affecting the community. The program takes a lot of volunteer hours. It takes a lot of time and money to run in order to get the right piece of equipment to the right person. So time, talent, and treasures is what we talk about an awful lot. So we need people's time, whether it be to assemble product, to take apart product that's donated, to clean it, to get it ready for the next user. Also the talents of people. There are people that are great with computer graphics or with programming, or might be able to work on some of the electronics on the power equipment and so forth. But also the treasures, of course. And it's one of those things where there's a lot of money. The cost of batteries, as Eric mentioned, very expensive. So
they can go to our Facebook page or to our website and donate. They can mail us a check. We're always looking for volunteers to come in and help break chairs down that we recycle.
Alternatives in Motion is also trying to purchase a new van, which would make transporting equipment a lot easier.
We're driving a 2001 Dodge minivan that was built more for people transportation, not equipment transportation. It's seen better days. It's got 150,000 miles on it, and we just keep patching it together so we can continue to serve everybody. It's a great need when you can actually go out and place a piece of equipment with someone that's been denied their insurance and they just bust into tears when you show up.
And if you're in the market for a chair, just be prepared to answer a few questions that will help them find the chair best suited for you.
The biggest thing when they call is if they have their height and weight, if they know that information and what they're kind of looking for, that helps quite a bit. But the height and weight is the biggest thing that throws people off a little bit.
When you have mobility and you don't think about it a second time, you take it for granted, the Rapid provides mobility for people. Many of our clients do use the Rapid as a way of transportation, but even the ability to take a wheelchair onto the system and so forth is so important because it allows people to get to the jobs, to go to school, to do all the important things that, again, we often take for granted, but someone that has lost the ability for ambulation doesn't take for granted.
Such a neat organization. Alternatives in Motion is located at 201 Matilda Street Northeast in Grand Rapids. You can find out more online at alternativesinmotion.org or give them a call, 616-493-2620.
And don't forget, you can always check out the maps and schedules of the Rapid online at ridetherapid.org.